Kakadash. Now you should hear me, right? Let me just check real quick here. Is it live still? Somebody there on the combo can hear me? Let me just check again on my phone. So like you. Walk circumspectly 144. You can hear me? Because I checked the mic it should work now. Let me just check again. So like yeah. Settings, audio. Hey, shalom, shalom. Yeah, it should be working now. So yeah, going back to the settings. Hey, how is this working? Let me just check the stream again. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, Eduardo, hey. So again, I want to give first and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kakadash, that belongs to the elders, apostles, Milton, told us the truth, peace and blessings, salutations to the elect out there, push the truth, diligence, and sincerity across the four winds, and to the sincere listeners out there, on the souls, unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, and listening, you know. So don't be irritated at this camera, Salaki, because I'm live. But the thing is, yeah, Eduardo, I work circumspect 144 because hey, this is my first time doing it, like I said, so selected for the technical difficulties. But now we're back on live, got the thing is set up, so how Rats are gonna let us done to spring off y'all bust me outside. And that's the thing, so like I said before the whole thing just popped up with the technical difficulties, hey, we're in the time that we have to seek the Lord with everything we got, man. This truth has to be preached. You know, because we have to understand this is not the light thing, man. This is the most important thing. You know, in your whole bashing outside. You know, this is why. Let me just get real quick a precept in Matthew. This book of Matthew, chapter 6, and let me look it up real quick. Where it said, "All these things shall be added unto you." Give me a second. Where is it? Yeah, Matthew 6. I was right in the right chapter, so like it. So it's book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse. Let me start 25, man. Let me read the whole thing, man. It says, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you should eat or what you should drink, nor yet for your body, what you should put on. Is not life more than meat, and the body than raiment?" See, so basically, to spin off y'all, we have to understand that these things are about done, man. Like Apostle Paul said in Philippians 3:8. You know, let me get that real quick, man. It's the book of Philippians. So look at Philippians chapter 3. Hey, verse 8, and it says, "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things." Well, let me say it at verse 6. And it says, "Concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law, blameless." Verse 7. "But what things were gain to me, those I count loss for Hamashiach." So basically, he count everything loss. Let me read it again. "But what things were gained to me." So basically, what was gained to him. So beneficial or profitable for him. Those I count loss for Hamashiach. These he counted loss for Yahushua. So everything else is basically but done, like it says here. "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua my Lord." See? "For whom I have suffered the loss of all things." See, so he lost all things, man. And the same mentality we have to be, man. We have to be ready to lose all things, man. We have to be ready to lose everything that we got on this planet Earth, man. Even our own life, you know. Like it says in Revelation 2:10, we have to be ready even to give our own life for the truth for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know. And we have to understand that this is not a light thing, man. This is the most important thing, you know. This is the most important thing in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But keep on reading, keep on reading, And it says, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and count them but dung. So he sees them as shit. As shit. Dung is shit. Feces. So Apostle Paul saw all these things around the strip, anything else but dung. The raiment. Hey, even when you think about the family members. Because of course you attach to them because you raised up with them, or you got a bond with them, but they have to come second or third, man. Because I think about my priorities, how Ratas are gonna keep it like that. My first priority is how Bashim Shah. My second are the brothers, man. And then comes the rest, man. You know? Because this has to go first for me, man. When a brother is in need, then I would do this now, man. Hey, my brother needs me, man. Because this is my true family, like it says in Matthew, man. You know? So okay. Come on, let me get a priest real quick. And then read the priest from Common Board. This is what did you say? Matthew, come. Matthew 12 and verse 25. And it says, no, I'm talking about. What's it like? 12 and 48. Well, let me start at 46 to get the context. Matthew 12, 46, and it says, while he yet talked to the people, Yahushua talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without. So basically, Yahushua's family came, his flesh and blood, desiring to speak with him. Okay, they wanted to speak to him. Verse 47. Then was said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak to thee, with thee. Salakia. Verse 48. But he answered and said unto him, they told him. So basically, the guy that told Yahushua that his family is out there, he said this unto him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? See, who is Yahushua's brothers and who is Yahushua's mother? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, so he was like this. The guy was coming up to him, said, hey, your mother and your brethren are out there. And he was like, let me show you my real family. Boom. Or basically my family. Let me show you my family. And he said, show to the disciples. Boom. These are my family, man. I can imagine, I can picture him and the guy coming up, hey. Like excited, like, oh shit. So like excited. Coming to Yahushua and be like, hey, hey, your family's there. Then he's like, boom. Then he said the thing that I just read, and then he's basically said, hey, who's my father and my mother? Then he showed to the disciples, boom. I can imagine, I can picture all of it to the spirit. But keep on reading. Behold, my mother, let me read it again. Verse 49, he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. See? And that's the thing. So everybody that does the will of Yahweh Shai is our sister, brother, or mother. The elderly woman, for example, should see it as a mother. Yeah, come. And for example, you got a sister listening, she's your sister, man. You got brothers in this truth, they're your real family, man. Because why? It says in Matthew chapter 10, let's get this picture real quick. Matthew chapter 10, verse 36. Let me start at 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. So Yahushua came to send a sword and not peace. Okay? And that's what he's sending right now, man. Just sword. Because this cut everything, man. And at the end, they're going to be physically manifest, man. Yeah, these prophecies in this word, in this Bible, and it come to pass what you're seeing right now. All these prophecies come to pass. Verse 35, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter-in-law against the mother, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. And the man's foes shall be they of his own household. So basically, our enemy is going to be our own family members, our flesh and blood. Because you see it, man, the most reason, or the heaviest thing that brothers get attacked by is their family. Because they are the closest to them. Because when some random 2/3 nigga say something to me, man, I'm just... But if your family says, your close family member, for example, your brother, but they don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yoshua, your sister, or even your own son, it says, fuck you and so on and so forth, hey, this is what's wrong what you're doing. And this can irritate you, man. This can vex you very heavy. But we have to always have the mindset, hey, count all things but down for the excellency of Yahushua, man. Because this suffering of this time is nothing, man. We're going to go to suffering, man. It shouldn't be fine and dandy all the time with us, man. We have to go through some things, man. And believe in Yahweh Shem Yoshua regardless. And that's the thing. So we have to put Yahweh Hashem Moshe first, because we have to understand the family, our real families, our brothers and sisters in this truth, man. They're sincerely seeking Yahweh Hashem Moshe. Because, like Yahweh said also in verse 37, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. See? So nothing should come forth in front of Yahweh Hashem Moshe, man. Yahweh Hashem Moshe should be the first thing in all things, in all ways. What do even when you think spiritually about it? Okay, your family come up and say, hey, let's eat that pork. You're like, no, I'm not allowed to eat it. Why? Because you put Yahweh Hashem Moshe first. Because if you put your family first, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can, I can try it out, just for you. No, man, fuck that. Straight up, fuck that. With the big F, man. Straight up, because hey, Yahweh Hashem Moshe has to come first. And of course, hey, sometimes we're lacking it, sometimes we're sacking it, but hey, shouldn't be on the regular. Shouldn't be in this time to right now, man. Because like the brother beautifully on the combat has, it's Sirach chapter 5 and 7, and it says, so like also in Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7, and it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. See, so don't hesitate to turn to Yahweh Hashem Moshe. Don't wait. If the Spirit, go and do it, man. And make no tarrying. Don't get tired, man. Do it day in, day out, man. To keep on reading. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in their security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. See? So that's the thing, man. Because the security thing is everything cool. I do the will of Yahweh Hashem Moshe, but you see that you're lacking it, but you don't want to go into it. This is the thing. You have to be honest. You have to be true to yourself, man. You have to be true to yourself. I can be true to you, but you have to be true to yourself, man. If you see something, you have to examine yourself on that. Like it says, in 2 Corinthians. Let me get that real quick. And this time we should seek the brothers, man, more than even our family, man. Especially in this time right now, man. Straight up, this is the, because it says, let me just get the precepts. 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and 5, and it says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know you not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except you be reprobate. You basically you predestined for the destruction, man. So you have to know your own selves, man. All the day, like I said, Sirach 5 and 7, to go to the point back, and the security that should be destroyed, man. And so what? And perish in the day of vengeance, man. And perishing is not a light thing, man. You're gonna perish. You're gonna be done. You're gonna be done. And that's the thing. That's why we should seek Yahweh Hashem Moshe right now, because hey, we have to see it like this. Okay, you put Yahweh Hashem Moshe now in the back stroke. Oh, second, third rank. You know what I'm saying? Second, third place. First, you got maybe your family. Always say first you got your children. Then you got a new chick because your ex-wife is a demon. Then your chick comes, and then comes the truth, and then comes the brothers. How? How is this possible, man? You know, how is this possible? It shouldn't be like that. Because you have to understand, eventually our family can just turn from today to tomorrow, can turn against us, man. Everybody can turn against us, yeah. Brothers can from today or to until the next day fall off the truth. Yesterday was everything good, today fall out. That's why we should boast off the next day. Like it says in Proverbs. Yeah, I want to keep that. Because I'm just going to the Spirit, man, getting all these precepts, you know. Proverbs 27 and 1, and it says right here, Proverbs 27 and 1, boast not thyself of tomorrow. See, boast on yourself. Don't be pridefully be like, yeah, I'm gonna do tomorrow this and that and that. You don't even know if you're gonna make it tomorrow, man. For thou knowest not what a day may bring forth, because you don't know what the day gonna bring forth. Because hey, right now I'm like, I can do everything tomorrow that I wanted to do today. Then boom. I'll be dropping that tonight, man. I'm done. So I couldn't do the work anymore, man. We have to have this mentality, man. If we have to set up things to do on a certain day. Our morning planning things, you know, we should strive to the best ability to keep it, you know. We should seek the Lord daily, man. We shouldn't put off from day to day, man. Because there's so much work out there, man. You got brothers coming in daily, man. I was in the Holland. I was talking to what is it called? Oh shit, yeah, man. Okay. Was talking to a cat in Germany. He's an Israelite in Germany, man, and he basically believed that he's an Israelite, man. So you see day in day out, man. You see day in day out, man. That's not the light thing, not the light thing to see, man. So because every day we got new believers coming in. Every day somebody wakes up to the true fact that Yahweh Hashem has true power, that we Israelites, so on and so forth. So we should seek the Lord while he may be found, while he is near, man. You know. But going back, going getting precept real quick, Isaiah 55 and 6. And yeah, hey, brothers, if you got something, just put it in the comment board, man. And yeah, I should want to all the sincere listeners and brothers on the comment board, man. You know, they're listening and learning, y'all, which is y'all just edifying unto the elect, man. Isaiah 55 and 8. Now 55 and 6. Seek ye Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. See why? Like the brother just said. Let's read the precept again for this precept. Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth. See? Because a certain point, the Lord, a certain point, it's going to be judgment time. It's going to be repentant time, seeking time, it's going to be judgment time. And you have to be in the best situation of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Straight up. The best possible position you can be with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai should be, man. Because there's going to come a time where we can't seek the Lord anymore like we do right now. We can't be in the house now, just like it says in Amos 8 and 11. You know, we can't do these lessons anymore. We can't even go out anymore, man. Right now here in Germany, you know how the situation is. If I go out after 2100, I'm gonna get a 250 euro fine, regardless what I do. I just get, for example, I get food for my family because I was working all fucking day for you goddamn devil. Then I go out. To get the food for the family. First off, I can't get anything because it's closed. Then I try to, because maybe forgot, searching for a spot where I always go to get just quick food, you know, for them, for my children, not even for myself, for my children, because they shouldn't be going hungry to bed and anything, you know. Boom. It's closed. And then the police officers find me and tell them, hey, my family's at home, man. I said regardless, you're going to get a 250 euro fine. I was talking to a person today about that, man. So, hey, that's the thing, man. So we read the draconian laws, Revelation 13:11, Revelation 12:12 needs to come down with great wrath, because, you know, if he has but a short time, we see these things come to pass, man. You know, the prophecies are speaking louder than ever before, you know. Gone. And that's the thing, you know. The prophecies are, oh shit. Gone. Hey. Gone. The prophecies are speaking louder than ever before. The spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's why we have to put the Lord first, man. Because you see the thing coming. Can your wife save you? Can your children save you? You can't even save yourself. Nobody else can save you but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. They think about you saving your wife and shit. Nah, man, you have to put your...
Allahu Akbar.
Nah, I'm a Muslim, but yeah. Hey, but the thing is...
Allahu Akbar.
But the thing is... That's a demon, man. That's a demon, you know. I shouldn't even react to him, man. He's a demon. He's talking about Allah Akbar. Talking about he's so manly in Islam and everything, man. Or Islam. And then he got fucking tiny pants on, man. With ripped jeans and shit, man. That's manly, right? But anyways. So to keep on going back to the topic, hey, you can save yourself. You can, but the thing is, through you, your house can be saved, man. Let me get the precept, because I was meditating upon before I started the camp, man. Because I was searching heaven for a precept. I couldn't find it. But then the Lord blessed me for it, man. You know, like it says in Acts chapter 16, verse Acts chapter 16 and verse 31. Well, let me start it. Yeah, 31. And they said, believe on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved and thy house. See that? So hey, we are basically given our family salvation, man. You know, the basically the wife that you have, the children that you have, man. If you forsake the truth, you're all there, man. This is what you have to have in mind, man. If you put this truth on second, third place, fourth place, sixth place, seventh place, eighth, because you have maybe other desire, man. You're like, I have to every day, you know, all day, be on the serious, you know, do this thing, you know. Hey, this should be, you should see what is bad for you in your life and cut it out, man. You should examine thyself in this time, like I did a lesson yesterday. Yesterday, I think in the morning, when I was in Holland State, to the Spring Puff Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Yeah, man, it was a beautiful time with the Holland brothers. Hey, should I went to Yakim? Should I went to the Yakim for Holland, man? Big shout out to them, man. Strong teachers in the spirit, man. You know, heavy brothers in the spirit over there, man. But going back, so the thing is basically that when you forsake this truth or put Yahweh Bashmash in third place, man, the world also most likely going to put you in third place, man. Because as you deal with him, he's going to deal with you. If you forsake him, he's going to forsake you. If you're going to deny him, he's going to deny you. Hey, that's the Lord, man. He's just going to give you back. If you serve him, he's going to bless you. If you deny him, he's going to fuck you up. Because like it says in Matthew chapter 10, Matthew chapter 10, verse 32, whosoever therefore shall confess me, Yahushua, before men, what we're doing, we're confessing Yahushua, the truth, before men, before the whole world, because we put it on the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web. See that? Him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. So Yahushua going to confess us before our Heavenly Father Yahweh as the what is it called? As his men, as his sheep, as his flock, man. We're gonna be acknowledged, man. Because if the like it says in John, not everybody's Yahushua's sheep, man. John chapter 10, verse. See? Let me start at 22. John chapter 10, verse 22. And it was at Jerusalem the feast of dedication. And it was winter. And Yahushua walked in the temple at Solomon's porch. Then came the Jews round about him. So he was in the temple. And the Jews came again, the Israelites. Okay? And said unto him, how long doest thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Christ, Hamashiach, tell us plainly. Basically, they said, like, hey, how long you want to let us wait, man? He told them already, man, he's anointed, but he was like, hey, tell us plainly, man. Come on, make it plain. Make it plain, you know? Explain it to us. Make it clear, you know? To keep on going, verse 25, and Yahushua answered them, I told you, and ye believed not. See, Yahushua told them already, but they didn't believe. And that's the same thing right now with telling people they don't want to believe. But now they see the signs, start thinking, oh shit, yeah, hey, that's true what they're saying. Hey, it's soon going to be too late, man. Repent while you still can, man. Straight up, because hey, repentance is the key to salvation. Because you have to, everything starts with repentance. But to keep on going, the works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. So basically, the works that Yahushua did, showing that he's the anointed, that he is Yahushua. That's the thing. So basically, the thing that he did, the miracles that he did that are not even written in this book, they showing that he's the anointed, that he's the Son of the Most High. Okay? To keep on going, verse 26, but ye believe not. See, so the Pharisees, like I said before, the Jews, the Pharisees and Sadducees didn't believe. They didn't believe in the Lord. Why? Because ye are not of my sheep, so not everybody's Yahushua's sheep. So you're only here for the elect. We're only here to fish, and you want to be part of the number, right? And then through that, you go to how rats are going to be saved with your family. And this should be our mentality. Put Yahweh first, that we're going to be saved, and then also our family. You know? To keep on going. Because ye are not my sheep, as I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice. See, so Yahushua's sheep hear his voice. The voice of speaking, because there's Matthew chapter 10, verse 30. Matthew chapter 10, verse 40. He that receiveth you, receiveth me, and he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me. And that's the thing. So basically, when you listen to us, to the Spirit, to the word of Yahweh that we teach, then you're going to listen to Yahushua. And if you listen to Yahushua, you're going to listen to Yahweh. Because we are basically Yahweh Ratazah, men of the Lord, and basically, what is it called? I forgot the English word, man. We are messenger. We are prophets. Basically, we are his mouth to. Yeah, we have his mouthpiece, man. The Lord, no pictures. Please no pictures. But what is it called? The Lord basically uses us as mouthful, Yahweh Ratazah, because like it says in Luke chapter 1, verse 68.
Is this life?
Yeah, it's life. It's life. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus is love, my
Yeah,
friend.
Yahushua is Lord. Jesus is not his name. Jesus is not his name. I got a question though. When did the letter J came into existence? 400 years ago. So what is his name? If the letter J is 400 years old. See, that's the thing with these Christians, man. Do you want to take a picture for me? Jesus is Lord, so on and so forth, man. Hey, get the fuck out of here, man. Yahushua is Lord. The letter J doesn't exist. Didn't exist 500 years ago, man. So you understand here? Talking man shit, bringing up flyers, and this should be supposedly work, right? This should be the work of Yahweh Bashmir. So we're doing the true work out here, man. But this is Luke chapter 1, verse 60. I'm sorry, 68. And it says, "Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel." See? The Lord God of Israel. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the power of Israel. For he has visited and redeemed his people. Which are his people? The Israelites. Verse 69. And has raised up an horn of salvation. A horn of salvation. Strength of salvation. Because horn means in Hebrew Quran, which means strength. Yeah, come on, strength. For us in the house of the servant David, which is Yahushai. Okay, verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been his word began. So that's the thing. So Yahweh always spoke to men. So why he don't speak to men right now? He speaks to men of the Lord, man. Start with the Elder Apostle Great Milson, man. With 100% truth. Straight up. Let me just pause the camera, start again, Salakia. Down. So to the men of Great Milson, to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's men. And these wacky taking Christians, man, this is the goddamn, he look like a fucking Hamad, man. You know? Like, you can be wrong also, man. He looked like a Hamad, but he can't be a Jacob. You never know. But what he doing, man? He want to convince Edomites on what is called supposedly Christmas Eve in America right now. I think the 25th is in America. Yes, there was in Europe, but want to convince people to come to the Lord Jesus. The Lord Jesus. Jesus Christ is done, man. If you believe in 2020, Jesus Christ is done, man. You know, you have to come out of that shit, man. As soon as you can, come out of it, man. You know, come out of it, my people. That's the thing, man. Spiritually, are going to be physical in that day because we're talking about Revelation, but also Micah 2 and 10. Depart, for it's not your rest. This is not our rest, man. We got nothing in this earth, man. We don't even have we don't even have our, what is it called? We don't even have our own country. We don't have nothing, man. I don't want to go too deep into that, man, but we got nothing, man. We just think about it, we got nothing. We got only Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so we should put him first. We should put him first in all our ways, man. So we strive to keep the laws and commandments, but then when it comes to the law, the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doing it, we're going to be slacking and lacking. It's not like that, man. Why do you think the Apostle had spirit upon him to basically say, hey, everyday lesson, everyday video, you know? If you can do it or not, man, we should strive to do it, man. We should strive to do it. We should have the fire and the urge to want to do that, you know, in the spirit. Because it says, exalted, like Hebrews, I think it was Hebrews 1. I'm going to get a quick precept for that. And then also want to go back to Philippians, all the way back to Philippians. Yeah, man. But that's what's up, man. It's the book of Hebrews, I think it was 6. Oh, no. Give me a second. Hebrews 3 and 13, and it says, verse 12. It says, take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an So, okay, let me read it again. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. So we have to examine ourselves because this should come. We should examine ourselves and see if we're in the faith, if we're still in the faith. Like we read in 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and 5. You know? Verse 13. But exhort one another daily. See, we should exhort one another daily. You know, of course, talking to brothers. This is exhortation also, man. You do this is part of the big of this lot too, man. We got brothers right next to us. We have to stay in close contact to them too. We should. I'm honest, but we should talk to the brothers daily, man. We should talk to your brothers daily, man. Straight up. If it's just checking on them, you should do it daily because we don't know what a man of the Lord, or the man that is right next to you in the camp or listening to you, week in, week out in the camp. We don't know what they're going through, man. But then we have to check on them to find out because sometimes you may be the comfort that you need, you know. And that's the thing. Let me just check the comment bar real quick if any comments there. Go. Yeah, man. Yeah, like I wanted to say, like what was missing, the water, mouthpiece, yeah. And that's the thing. So, going back, Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily to strengthen each other. Let's real quick look at the word exhort. Okay. And that's the thing, what I advise you to in these day and age, because you know how the devil works, man. Let me just check the battery also quick. Oh shit, so like yeah. Oh, hey, the battery is working good, man. That's beautiful. Man. But in this day and age, man, and this time right now, man, Easter's very heavy. Like for example, yesterday, Ossetia is very heavy working because yesterday was in the Rotterdam, Den Haag, or not the Rotterdam, was in Holland, in the area of Den Haag, and taught there. What happened? The brother went live. He had like 40%, and it went down after half an hour, like an hour, to 0%, man, to zero. But the Lord let it keep on going. The Lord let it keep on going. Gone. And that's the thing. Basically, the Lord let the live stream keep on going because the brother just gonna come. But he basically had the power bank yesterday, man. We could keep on going 1.5 hours. Then I had another phone, but the phone died too. So that's why you have to stay sharp. And also, sometimes, hey, if you can afford, man, take a second phone, honestly. Because also, you see more and more that Esau fills up your storage. You just have to, for example, WhatsApp, you have a group chat, and you just read the message out of nowhere. The app, only WhatsApp app where it just text messages, got 20 gigabytes. Huh? And then when you delete it, it only gets like 2 gigabytes away, just showing you that they want to fuck with you. And that's the thing, man. So just advice, man. Because for example, I got 2 phones that can look up stuff like I want to do right now, and then go to the combo because of some precepts. But yeah, the word exhort, I wanted to look up the root of the Bible in Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13, real quick. Hebrews 3, verse 13, and it says, exhort. In the Greek, parakleo, if I pronounce right, it says to call to one side, call for, summon, address, admonish, exhort, to address, speak, to call, comfort. See, which may be done in the way of exhortation. See, exhortation, so in the rebuke. Because let's go real quick in the word exhortation. Let me look it up in the etymology, the etymology, so basically root of the word. Exhortation. No. Yeah, it's the same word, exhortation, what I'm talking about. But I still want to look up the word exhortation real quick. Exhortation. See? Incitement by means of an argument, appeal, or admonition. Encouragement, exhortation, encouragement, And the thing is, hey, through rebuke, for example, I was thinking about it today. When a brother will rebuke me, Yahweh Ratazad, I'm the positive vibration, like it says in Proverbs. Basically, exhort a wise man, and he gonna be happy with her, for something to this effect. If not, I'm gonna look it up in a second. But the thing is, when Yahweh somebody exhort me or correct me, I'm gonna be happy because I know it's for my better. Of course, it's gonna be first stuff, but He's gonna comfort me and encourage me to do more. And that's the thing. Gone. Then going back, it also says to admonish. Let's look at that real quick too. And it says to instruct, teach. See, exhort. See, that's the spirit. What it says? Let's go back. Oh yeah. Let's go back to the precept. Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily. And what's what we just read? Teach each other daily. Let's look at that again, man. That's a beautiful way of because I looked it up, but it just never came to my mind, basically. Going back, it says here, let's read the whole thing, man. To call to one side. Etymology of it. The blue letter. So basically, Greek word, the definition of it. Call for, summon, to address, speak to, call upon, which may be done in the way of exhortation, entreaty, comfort, instruction. See? And that's the thing. So comfort. We have to comfort each other. Why we do that with these lessons? With the words that we bring up, with the edification we bring up. Because to comfort our spirit. To beg, entreat, beseech, to bid. To strive to peace by entreaty, to console, to encourage, and strengthen by consolation, to comfort, to receive consolation, be comforted, to encourage, to strengthen, exhorting and comforting and encouraging, to instruct, teach. So we have to teach each other daily, man. We have to do these lessons daily, man. So be our mentality, man. We got strong brothers out there, man. We got the elder brother from Sacramento, I don't know his name, man. He goes out daily to teach. As far as I know, he goes daily out to teach, man. And he do this additionally to it. So that's the heavy spirit. El Manat Zekwa, El Yeshwamba, El Apostle Greg Nelson, El Apostle Ha, El Apostle Gabar, El Apostle Ramla, El Apostle Rakah. All these men push this truth. And of course, younger men in the same vibration, we should be in the same vibration too. same mentality, same focus, same spirit. Be like-minded. You're of one mind. That's what we should be, man. You know? God. Now we'll really quick look up the word demolish because it came in the definition of it. Give me a second. Because this phone is not that fast, man. So bear with me 1 second. So like admonish, because the one older one. Admonish means what? To remind. See, remind one another. That's what we have to do. Hey, do the work, man. Hey, be strong, Yahweh Shemosha. Hey, count all things but done. Be strong, Yahweh Shemosha. Hey, see these things come to pass, prophecy come to pass. Hey, soon we're out of here. Remind each other daily. What we have to do daily. You know? So go on. Bring to mind, remind. See? Give warning. See, admonish, give warning. Hey, stop doing this, you're gonna be destroyed, man. What we're doing out here in the highways and hedges, what we're doing in these lessons. We admonish and we exhorting one another. And we have to keep on going to the and even more in these times that we're in right now. But before I forget, then we could go to the comment board. So like hey, because I got the priesthood right here. This is from GMS Holland to Israel Foreigner, Shalom again. And it says Acts chapter 26 and 14, and it says, and when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard the voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, see in the Hebrew tongue, because probably of the scoff, because Yahushua was speaking, Yahushua speaking. Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahushua, whom the persecutor. See? So the brother, the water for the priest, man. I was thinking about the priest, but I was like, heh. And then the spirit brought us out, man. So because before this Christian, the scoffer came, yeah, Jesus Lord. I know that Yahushua is the Lord, man, but you don't know it, man. You don't know shit. But he basically was saying like, Jesus created so and so forth. But I asked him, hey, since when is the letter J in existence? Yeah. Since when is the letter J in existence? And he said, he didn't answer, just go. Because he heard me. I think he even took a picture from me, man, because he was still listening. I was maybe the question, but I just, my spirit was like, let him leave. And I saw why, man, because it would just bring confusion, man. And it just be wise and sharp and harmless as dove, man. And there's times to come, and also teaching, man. Be wise, man. What's it called? Discern the spirits, man. You can't discern spirits, man, after a while in this truth, man. I'm still young, but to a certain degree, I can discern spirits, man. You know, but if a heavy demon comes, maybe I'm like, he's a really cool thing, but he's a fucking demon. But yeah, but anyway, so like I said, because the letter J is 400 years old, what did Yahushua speak? Because they say Aramaic. Aramaic is basically Syrian Hebrew. And what is the true Hebrew? Paleo Hebrew. Because Aramaic came to the, if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, to the Syrian Hebrew, the Syrian crypticity. So basically, we got it added on, but the true language is Hebrew, like the brother beautifully put in the common board. So our true language is Hebrew. Yahushua spoke Hebrew. This is why his name is Yahushua. He saves, he delivers. He's the savior, you know. But yeah, so like go. So yeah, going back to the precepts, finish off Hebrews, and then keep on going. Going back to the book of Hebrews, chapter 3, verse 13, and it says, "But exhort one another daily." Well, what does exhort mean? We went into the word exhort. What does exhort mean? Exhort means to teach, to instruct, to comfort. How we do that with these lessons, all these things we do with these lessons. Because if a true brother listens and get corrected and basically rebuked, after a certain period, why he gonna be comforted because he understands. If he's a man of the Lord, he's gonna keep on going and keep on pushing. And he is understanding, hey, it just all happened for a good reason. Now I'm a better man because I killed the old man, you know. And like it says also in Matthew, the 5th chapter, if the right offend, you plug it out. It's not talking about you take the goddamn knife and bring it to your eye. No, it's talking about basically examine yourself, man. Modify the members, which is talking about killing your desires and lusts. And also killing these wicked thoughts, man. Killing this wicked mentality that you have. You know? And that's the thing. So, and also exhort means to warn. That's what we're doing with these videos. This is what we're doing right here in the highest hedges, because people thinking we're laughing stuff, man. They think we are crazy, you know. They think this work is for naught, but they're going to see the spring of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Keep on going, but accept one another daily. Why did this call today? Why is it called day? Because the night gonna come, then judgment time is coming, man. What is the day of the Lord? Dark is not light. Hey, it's gonna be dark day. It's gonna be nighttime, man. It's gonna be slaughter time, man. You know. And then the morning gonna rise and our salvation gonna come. Just because we right now in the day, then the darkness gonna come, a dark time never seen before. Jeremiah 37, Daniel 12 and 1. And then the morning gonna come, Yahushua gonna come. Where's the morning coming? From the east. Where's Yahushua gonna come from? From the east, man. Yahushua said it himself, he's coming from the east, man. You know? Let me get that real quick, man. Because it's a beautiful precept. We have to prove all things. Yeah, man. But if you get any questions, put it on the comment board. And y'all rest I'm able to answer them, man. You know why? Because hey, if it's like that, man, that's beautiful. But it's Matthew 24 and verse 27. First the lightning cometh out of the east. See? So it's a lightning coming from the east. And shineth even unto the west. So it's come from the east and shine to the west. But the east is there, so from there to there. You said it right in there. Yeah, but anyways. So also shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So basically I was gonna come from the east. But it's all spiritual, man. Everything is spiritual, man. You know, all things are spiritual. And you have to really think about it, because brother one time brought it beautiful out. He said like, yeah, man, the sun is going from the east, right? And Yahushua bring the morning. Can't remember the precept where it said that. If you can remember what it said, basically, not the early let it rain. It's going to talk about the kingdom also, but the morning basically, the morning spread about. I think it's Psalms 91, man. Psalms 91 in my head. But let me just check it real quick, and if I can find it, I'm gonna read it. Psalms 91. No. But anyways, there's a precept which basically says something with the morning, but I can't remember. Maybe brother combo can remember it. Put in the comment section, can read it for edification's sake. But anyways, so going back, Yahushua gonna come from the east, so where basically the sun gonna go up. And hey, that's beautiful. Just think about it, man, with his massive chariot, like it says 2nd verse 13, man, because hey, you see these needs to get ready, man, for war. You see that everywhere, man. You know, doing things behind closed door. And then come with the vaccination. And we have to stay sharp in these times, man. We can't put anything before Yahweh Shemi Shaman, because it's gonna be our death time. Because it's gonna be when I just think about it. So think about Yahweh Shemi Shaman. He telling you, hey, put me above everything. That's what he's telling us. He love a father more than me, so work with me. He love a son or daughter more than me, so work with me. You know? Especially you should never put your female in front of anything, man. I'm serious. Why? When you think about your brothers, hey, y'all right to them, and if you're a man of the Lord, they're a man of the Lord, you're gonna stay together. But if one of you is a reprobate or basically 2/3, or basically fallout, or just was here for a certain reason and fell out for one of the elect's sake, you know, it is what it is. But if you're both men of the Lord, man, you're gonna stick together until the death, man. Or you're basically gonna keep on going for Yahweh Shemi Shan to the death. That's what you have to understand. So true brothers in this truth won't forsake you, man. True brothers, man, you know. That's the thing. Only if you're wicked, you're gonna forsake, or you're gonna forsake him because he's wicked. The Lord gonna put the spirit upon you. But anyways, going back, so a female you should never put, because hey, females come and go, man, like the wind, man. Especially this time right now, man. You see these females, basically dripping at home, being fucking disgusting and wicked, searching for multiple men to sleep with. Why? Because they don't give attention. They don't get the excitement that they had back in the day when it was summer or winter, when it was going off mini skirts and shit to get the attention from men. They lust after them, but then say they don't want it. And that's the thing, man. So you should all your power should go into your Shemi Sham. Of course, you balance. Of course, you maybe have family. Of course, you spend time with them. But anyways, but still, Yahweh Shemi Sham should come first, man. Because this is like I read before, man. This priest should give you the answer already. Hey, let me read it again, man. The Acts. Because the book of Acts, chapter 16 again, and verse 31. Acts 16, verse 31. He says, and they said, believe on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved. And that house. See, if you believe in the Lord Yahushua, and what does it say? Hey, faith for works is death. So you have to work also. If you have the Spirit is upon you to teach. as long as you can, because soon it's gonna be done. So your works, your family gonna be safe, man. You have to understand, man. Your family gonna be safe. So even though your family gonna cuss you out, your family gonna go against you. Your family thinking your wife is cussing you out and be like, hey, you're not a real man. You're not taking care of your children because you don't go after basically her. You don't follow her, basically. You make her to follow you, or be like, hey, fuck it. I'm just gonna be there for the children. That's it. If it's that, man, still your children gonna be safe, man. Because if your wife is a demon, he's a demon. You cut her off, then she's a demon, man. But still, if you have, because I was thinking about it, man. When I was in Holland, brothers got children, and also here in Germany, brothers got children, man. And every time when I compare it to the world, man, I'm thinking to myself, hey, these men serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua with all they got. Do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. Start to show self-proof. Make the body still sacrifice. But still, they also want to be there for the children. Because, hey, we could... That's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua working with these men, man. Because I personally got no children, man. But I just see it to the brothers that they are really giving it their all, man. Balancing things out, They... It's beautiful, man. It's just, when I just think about it, it's an amazing thing to me, man. It's very beautiful because it can be different, man. It can be like, fuck them children, fuck my wife, I'm gonna do whatever I want. They're like, nah, man, hey, first y'all bust me outside, they're my brothers, they're my children, and then they also with a wife, Put themselves way, way back, and that's what we have to do, man. We have to put all back on like when you have a body, the head is the beginning, tail is the end, right? You just say it like that. Head is the beginning, tail is the end. You have to put you to the tail, man. Put yourself to the tail. Of course you have to stay balanced, but the time you chop off your children, enjoy it, man. Why you can, man. Don't be like, oh my god, wait, I'm gonna see it, go see it, get my son, you know what I'm saying? No, but enjoy the time with you. With your family, man. Enjoy it, man. Like Pastor Rama said also too, man. Like sometimes just take your time off and chill a little bit, man. But right now, man, it's time to serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua, straight. It's okay to take time off with the family, but it shouldn't interfere or basically cut off the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It should be behind it still, regardless of whatever comes, man. It should be come behind it. I'm serious, man. Brothers having the spirit, man. Hey, I will never forget when the brothers came over here, man. The one brother, man, basically he nearly got a child, man. He just came out here, man, and then he came back at the right time moment he was back, and basically got the child, man. And that's a heavy spiritual thing for me, man. Because it could be like, yeah, I'm staying home, she need me, nah, man. He was like, I have to come here, see the brothers, check them out, because it was the first thing that we met, man. See, it was the first thing that we met in the spirit. We got some prisoners come aboard. I'm gonna just finish the point, then just go and read them. But basically, he was like, "Nah, man, hey," because this just I didn't talk to him about that, but I was just thinking about it, man. I can imagine he was like, "Nah, man," because we knew. So we have to. What I understood too is, hey, we was new camp claiming GMS Germany, but hey, of course you see the videos, we teach the thing, but you don't know the person basically till you meet them. And the brothers came here, and basically the spirit works together, man. And then we got even the spiritual proof from other men also in the spirit. Of course, Elder Pastor Ha proved us in the spirit, which was really heavy thing, man. And he put. When I said I was confounded, I was speechless. The way about for them, man. And the brothers come and give us another, boom. Hey, doing the right thing, keep on going. And since then, we got a strong bond, man. The GMS Holland, GMS Germany came straight up, man. We got a strong bond. Why did they think I was just yesterday there, man. And now I'm back here, man. It's a strong bond. I'm very thankful for them, man. Grateful for the 3 Al Bashmi al Shabbat. Because you should be thankful always for your brothers, man. Regardless of what happened, man, be thankful for your brothers because you can learn from the wrongdoings and the right doings, man. You can learn from everything from them, man. We're living examples, man. We're living examples. We should do that. This is why we should also examine ourselves daily, man. Why is it to call? Basically, why is yet called today, man? You should put you in the best situation with Yahweh Bashim Shai, but Salaki, to keep on going. Where I left off. Did I finish it? No, let me just finish real quick. Hebrews 3:13, and it says, "But exhort one another daily, what is called today, lest any of you should be hard, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin." See, That's why we have to exalt each other daily, because hey, every time Satan tries to sift us daily, man. So it can happen. Hey, we out there teaching, we out here, and then to a video, this sin basically got cut off because you exalted the brother on it. Don't think that you works for naught, man. Somebody listen to you. Somebody basically get edified through you, man. If it's only one person, it's enough, man. Like the brother on the combo. I also said, man, because I watched the lesson from him, I was heavily edified by him because I forgot all about it, because he was speaking about when you pray for something, they don't want to just give it to you. You're gonna put you in a situation that you can basically get this certain thing. So, for example, you say, I want more faith. The Lord gonna put you in a situation where you have to prove to say faith and get more faith to that. And that's the thing. So this was a heavy thing for me, and I told him this, and he was like, "Oh shit, yeah, man, the water. I thought the lessons for naught, man. I thought the lesson is not good, so on and so forth." And then he edified a brother to the spirit. I told him, and this is why I also want brothers to lessons, man. Hey, let them know if it was a dope lesson, straight up, man. Let them know, man. Um, Show them basically acknowledgement, because hey, this is a beautiful thing to hear from a brother in Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man of the Lord, and the lesson is beautiful. Hey, this is a beautiful thing. But going to the comment board, Proverbs chapter 9, verse 8. Yes, the spirit was thinking about the water. It says, reproof not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. See, so if true men of Yahweh Shem Yahshai can get a rebuke from a brother, they're going to love him. But if you're a scorner, let's look up real quick the word scorner. But if you're a scorner, man, you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. And you don't want to hate it. You want to love the rebuke, because, like it says in Proverbs, let me get it after that. Let me look at first the word scorner. Scorner. Huh. From the word basic scorn. What does scorn mean? Mockery. See? So mocker. He mocks you. So a mocker. This means scorn. Scorn means mocking. So a scorner gonna hate you, but wise men gonna love thee. And that's the thing that we should be in, the spirit that we should be in. And if brother correct me, man, someone gonna be right spirit, man. And also take heed unto it. Don't take it lightly, man. Because you have to understand that the Lord is speaking to this man in the house now. So don't you think that he's speaking also to this man? Don't you think that? Don't you think that the Lord is basically speaking unto you? To this man? You have to think like that, man. The Lord is speaking to this man to you. So basically, wait. So the Lord is speaking through the men of your brothers out in the higher stages to this man doing this lesson, but then when they exhort you, they don't speak. They're speaking of the flesh. They're speaking of the flesh. They calm. Come on, man. Hey, they're speaking to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. They wouldn't even see these things and correct you on these things, man. Come on, man. But yeah, man. Okay. This is Proverbs 27:5, and it says, "Open rebuke is better than secret love." See, open rebuke is better than secret love, because through that to show you love. When you correct your brother, if it's show him what he's going off, when you show him what he's doing wrong, you love him, man, because you want him to be in the best situation with Yahweh Shem Yahshai as you yourself want to be, man. So basically, you correcting your brother, you are also bringing him close to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because the Lord is also pleased with them, man. But going back to the comment board. Again, from the brother GMS Holland to Israel 4 now. It says, Wisdom of Psalm chapter 5, verse 1. And it says, to 5. I read the whole thing, y'all. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him. So we're doing right now, because we stand in great boldness in front of CC. Like it says, Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no one pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion, man. We are bold as a lion out here, man. Basically, lion is the king of the animal kingdom, man. So he's standing. If something standing, he'll flee, man. Only get fucked up then or something else, but we don't get fucked up because Yahweh Shem Yahshai is with us, man. Because this is let me get the Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because this is the thing they want to start with. But Lord, let me go into another topic. Now I'm gonna go into that quick. Let me check it's still going. Let me get that in Joshua chapter 1, man. Yeah, man. Didn't read the book of Joshua a long time, man. I have to go back to it, man. Joshua 1:8, and it says, this book of the law shall not depart of their mouth. See? But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. What does it say in Psalms, man? Let's get that precept real quick. In Psalms 101. It says, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. See, Marcus is calling us out here, man. He's taking nobody out here, man. People out here. I'm serious, man. What is today, 25th of December? Because this cracker just came up to you should know the Bible by heart. You should know everything by heart. So, 1,000 pages should know by my heart, but you don't know shit. I know, but anyways. So blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, and also nor sitteth in the way of the sinners. See? So basically, we're not dealing with these people, man. We're dealing with them on the tip that we have to do it on the work, and also right here, right now, on this highways and hedges on the common board and shit. You know, we're dealing with these wicked ass niggas, wicked ass heathens. But other than that, man, we don't chill with them because I think to myself, my time is too. So okay. I'm thinking to myself, hey, my time is too precious, man. I'm serious, man. I'm thinking to myself, my time is too precious to invest into too dirt, and what am I gonna get out of him, man? I can walk with him together, man, because he's walking the way of the word, and I want to walk in the way of Yahweh Shemosha. I've already said, yeah, I start walking in the way of Yahweh Shemosha. You know, so how can I walk with them? How can I walk with him? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You better pray, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I can't do that, man. I can't do that, man. No, I can't do that. You know what? Of course you didn't, because like when you see family members say, you think they're wicked too, man. But hey, these people are around you, man. You know, and hey, a lot of brothers don't deal with the family, man. I myself don't deal a lot with my family, man. You know, I don't deal a lot with my family, man. I don't even have her now, man. I don't. No. But yeah, man. But to go back, Joshua 1. So basically, you're blessed if you're not with them, man. Let me read that again. Psalms 101 real quick. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law do he meditate day and night. So, meditation, thinking about it, going into it, studying it, doing the work, being with Yahweh Shemir Shai. When you do that, you're blessed, man. You're blessed above all things that the work can get you, man. You know, because, hey, the things in the world, like the brother briefly said, man, Satan sometimes throws presents up to you. What does it say? A gift destroyeth the heart. This is why the like it says in Acts, roughly paraphrasing, the men, basically the judges should take gifts because it can destroy your heart. You'll be like, yeah, you know, but hey, he committed murder, but you like, hey man, he just gave me yesterday this gift, man. So I can't let this happen, man. So you let me go. This, and you polluting the judgment. You're gonna be destroyed for that shit, man. But the thing is, what we have to understand is that what is it called? A gift destroys the heart, because Satan throws gifts at you. You know, you get the nice job, you get a lot of females, you get a big ass car that you have to get a second job with, you know, that you can't afford and everything. Satan want to try to throw this gift to you, but you have to use the motivation, honestly. You can deal with females, there's nothing wrong with that, but do it in moderation. You can have a house, but don't overdo it. Use the house that you, like the brother briefly said today. I was talking to a brother today, and he was like, yeah, man, hey, we're talking about housing. He thinks, hey, he was like, when you get a housing, just get a housing that you can afford, that you can have mental peace. Because if you have basically a housing that is too expensive and you have to go to handle 3 jobs, you go and basically working 100 hours there, then another 20 hours there, then now 30 hours there, another 10 hours there, got 4 jobs. Hey, you're going to work out yourself and can work in the spirit anymore. And that's the thing. So you have to basically be wise as a serpent, man, and apply wisdom, and don't abuse of it, but use it, you know, and that's the thing. So going back to Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then shalt for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then shalt thou have good success. So you're gonna be basically having success, man. You're gonna have things that the Lord gonna provide for you. You think you can handle it, but through the work that you're doing in Yahweh Bashkim Yoshai, doing this work, being brotherly, putting the Lord first and everything last, and you're going to be blessed, man. So spring off Yahweh Shem Yahushai, verse 9. Have not I command thee, be strong and of good courage? Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God, Yahweh, is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. And that's the thing that we have to always keep in our mind. The Lord is always with us, man. The Lord is always with us. In the darkest moment, in the best moments, the Lord is with us as long as we are with Him. Because it says in Second Chronicles chapter 15 and verse 2, it says this. Let's start at 1. And the Spirit of the Most High came upon Azariah, the son of Oded. Verse 2. And he went out to meet Asa, and he said unto him, Hear me, Asa, and all Judah and Benjamin, because Asa was the king based of the southern kingdom of Israel, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. He was the king of them, and basically, what is it called? The prophet was speaking to the king, and it said, the Lord is with you while you be with him. So as long as we're dealing with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, seeking him, he's with us. So like here, if you seek him, he will be found of you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you. And that's the thing. So the Lord is always with us as long as we're with him. But if we turn our back on him, we're going to turn his back on us. And that's the thing, because you have to understand, Satan throws gifts at you, supposed blessings, but they are coming from left and side to distract you, to bring you away from the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, from the work that we should do. Because you always know all these females, you have to work. Because why you can't live in a two-room apartment basically? But you think like I have to get a big house, but you can't afford it. Have to have 5 jobs, 3 jobs, 2 jobs. That's too much, man. You shouldn't do that, And you should focus on Yahweh Shem Yahushai while you still can. You got a question? Or you just listen? Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. And that's the thing. So that's the thing. So we have to really keep on pushing this word while we still can, man, because we see the time of trouble is at hand, the time of death instructions to come. Because like it says in Jeremiah, let me get that and then go back to Wisdom of Solomon. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. And it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So that's what we do, man. We prophesy these things because we see the things to come, and we see worldwide famine, like they said also in England, because the Europe basically stopped the transaction with England because of the new supposedly Rona strain that they found. So they shut off the transaction, the transport between it. It takes way longer. So why? What's gonna happen? Hey, the food supply and everything can run out, man. It can run out. What you gonna do then? The Lord said to this man, they're gonna eat, they're gonna drink, they're gonna be happy. But the other people are gonna be thirsty, hungry, and going to be dying, man. Gonna be in sorrow. So that's the thing. So seek the Lord while he may be found. But going back to the common board, Wisdom of Solomon, I was reading. So like here, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 1. And it says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor. Because this is what we're doing right now, because these people don't acknowledge the work that we're doing. Because we're prophesying the end, we warn these people to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai or die. We're warning you, but you don't want to take heed, you're going to die. Because the Lord sent us out here to warn the people, not to convince you, just to warn you. When you got the warning, the judgment can pass. And that's the thing. Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangers of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. So basically, it's talking about the salvation that we're going to get. Yahweh wrote this up because the nuclear fire is going to rain on this place. There's also heavenly fire. The chariots, the so-called UFOs, going to come and beam up the elect. And they're going to be so far, going to be going over their head. They won't understand it. Because the chariot is going to come to destroy and also to save. Like Yahushua is going to come to destroy the nation, destroy this world, but to save the elect. And that's the thing. So Yahushua is going to come back.
Now I have a question.
What's the question?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's so good.
I would like to know where I can find this later on Facebook
on YouTube.
Or maybe YouTube.
YouTube. It's called GMS Germany.
GMS.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
GMS Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Sorry to
It's all good. It's all good.
interrupt you
It's
right
all good.
now.
We out here, like I said, to answer questions.
Okay.
You got questions you can just ask.
So said that not all the people.
Ich kann auch Deutsch. Ich kann auch Deutsch.
Achso, okay.
Ich kann auch Deutsch reden.
Ey,
Ja.
weißt du, was voll traurig ist? Wenn jeder einfach an Gott glauben würde. So,
Okay, cool.
Genau.
Und das ist dann von heute sozusagen.
Ja, genau.
Kann ich
Das
das
kann ich
finden?
Ihnen zeigen. Warten Sie kurz. Wenn Sie auf GMS Germany gehen,
Ja,
dann auf die Kanäle.
ja.
Das wird auf dem. Warten Sie kurz.
Kann ich dann gleich ein Foto vielleicht machen davon?
Ja, hier unten.
Dass ich mir das
Genau.
merken kann?
Genau, hier auf dem Kanal wird es sein.
GMS,
The Sons of Israel. Genau,
Ich mach
da
kurz
wird es
ein
sein.
Foto, ja?
Ja. Da wird es sein. Das dauert nur eine Weile,
Die
bis es
Leute-
aufgeladen ist.
Okay,
Aber
cool.
die Hauptseite ist GMS Germany.
Okay, super.
Genau.
Danke.
Nicht zu danken.
Danke fürs Predigen, das ist sehr
Alles gut. Ja.
Wissen Sie was? Wir sind heute aus der Kirche rausgeflogen, weil wir keine Maske getragen haben. Und das an
Ja.
Weihnachten. Und dann habe ich gesagt, jetzt finden wir trotzdem eine Predigt hier draußen.
Das so soll es sein, ja. Das soll es sein.
Ja.
Genau.
das hat auch
Ja.
der liebe Gott uns
Ja.
gemacht.
Genau.
Genau.
Frohe
Okay.
Weihnachten.
Ciao, ciao. Yeah. Yeah. To keep on going the lesson. That's why we have to come out at the time that we come out. Telling you, man. We have to come out in the time that the Lord set us out to come out. Because we're right here in Germany, we teach on a Friday, man. Because set up like a Friday, we're gonna go out on a Friday, man. We are out there regardless. And they talking about Christmas. Because just later what they said, so like they asked for the channel where I can find the preaching. Because that demon with the cigarette, there was 2 females. You didn't saw them. I don't know if you saw it in the video. The one female asked for the YouTube channel, and the other one was a fucking demon because she was standing listening. She was like, hold you. She was hold you. Because I saw the female, of course, the focus just kept on teaching. I asked him that question, no, keep on teaching. Then it was like fasting with, it looked like fasting with, I was imagining fasting with wood, the foot turned to roots. And they couldn't move anymore. She couldn't move anymore. She was basically like fasting. And that's the thing, man. We're doing the work of Yahweh Shemil Shai out here, man. Because I said they was kicked out of the church because they didn't have a mask on. Okay, they was kicked out of the church. And I said, hey, we can hear the preacher, but they get also always confused, man. They always get confused talking about Merry Christmas, man. Hey, but she gonna find the truth. Yahweh is on the channel. And what I want to say is, because I always think we preach love, man. We're preaching balance. We're preaching the word of Yahweh Shemil Shai because the Lord is balanced. The Lord is good and evil. The Lord is death and life. Salvation and condemnation. He's all of that, man. He's doing all of that because he controls all things. Let me just quick check the battery again because I don't want to run out of the battery before basically. Before I basically close out, you know. So I'm just gonna keep on going to the base. Yeah, after the battery dies or like 2 something like that, man. But anyway, so that's the thing, man. We have to come out here, man. You know, when. This is basically how the lesson starts, man. And gonna keep on going. We have to seek the Lord while He may be found, man. We have to seek Him, and He's gonna be found of us, man. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. So we have to put the Lord first, man. All these things basically goes about the topic. We have to put the Yahweh Shemel first, man. Because you see what the church doing, right? They have members that want to listen. They have members that want to, follow, but they get kicked out because they got no mask on. And to the Spirit. That's what I said, you know. Of course, Satan listened, but I just say in boldness in Yahweh Shemel Shai, not of pride, but in boldness in Yahweh Shemel Shai. Every week when we're out teaching, the police drives are off every time, you know. And basically, the police drives by back and forth, and still they don't say anything because they don't have the mask on, man. Because we're avoiding, of course, when I see police, you saw me baby before, I was like this, you know, like this. Like this because I see the police passing, but they saw us without preaching without the mask, and they didn't say anything, man. One time they came and just basically gave a warning, like because I was walking the street, but it was only because one demon was fucking offended, man, because it was fucking hurt. But yeah, and that's the thing, man. We have to be bold in Yahweh Shemel Shai, not prideful, but bold. Just have trust in the Lord, man. Faith and trust in the Lord, you know. And that's the thing. We have to do that, man. We have to have our faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, and put Him first, because if I have for example, I say just for example, because we have to see like this, we're the wife of Yahweh, right? Like it says in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion, which is Israel, to a comely and delicate woman. So, we commonly delicate woman in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, but we got fucking filthy, man. We got fucking filthy. We forsook Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and now you have to understand, see it like this, okay? So you, on the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, spiritually, we say spiritually, a female. When you have a female, and she do all kinds of bullshit, but to please, she do everything else but to please you. You tell her, hey, do this and this and this. She don't do it. She do this. You tell her to go and get groceries, cook for us, and clean the house, so on and so forth. This and that and that. You say, just no, man, hey, be a wife and do the work of a wife, man. You just tell her. She don't do it. You offended by it, right? You're like, hey, I want to get away. The same thing the Lord looks at us like that, man, the nation of Israel. Because we did the same thing. The Lord tells us, don't eat swine. Don't follow the way of the heathen. Stay in the straight and narrow path, man. Do the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Hey, we don't need a king. So and so forth. Hey, keep the law, statutes, commandments, man. Keep the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We didn't want to listen. The Lord wanted to kick us away, but He did not. He had mercy on us, man. He had mercy on us, but still. Now we know the truth. Before we didn't know the truth, and had basically supposedly excuse. Now we know the truth. What should we do? Now we know the truth. What should we do now? We should seek the Lord 10 times more, man. Like it says in Baruch, what the Yahwehs are going to get in a minute. But we should seek the Lord 10 times more right now. We should seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Straight up. 10 times more. We should seek Him more. Why? Why should we seek Him more? Because He came. We convert. We came back to Him. He opened the door for us to come back. He could close the door and be like this wacky techie goddamn condemned as Christians that don't repent. Condemned that don't repent. Christians always say, basically what they're saying is, the Lord has people, throw them away and open the doors for everybody. No. The Lord said, hey, He beat us up, gave us correction, boom, boom, boom. And then He said, like, hey, come back. And we came back. We come back right now, so we have to stick to Him. We have to follow Him. Because if we don't do that, we're going to destroy our ass, man. And that's the thing. So let me get that real quick and Baruch, because you have to understand, if you know the truth, and basically, after the knowledge of the truth, no, let me get that. I like you, after you get the knowledge of the truth, and go back to the word, man, hey, it had been better for them not to have known the truth. 2 Peter 2:20, going down to 22. It should be better for the people not to know the truth, than to know it and turn their back on it. Because it's going to be ultimate condemnation, man. Because you have to understand like this, man. If you leave the camp, if you say, I don't believe in the truth anymore, you don't turn the back on us. Not on your brothers that was with you faithfully out in the house and hedges, faithfully with him the whole time that you're with him. No, you turn your back on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is what you do. This is what you do, man. You don't turn the back on us. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And also Yahweh is a messenger. Yahweh is a prophet of him. Yahweh is a big Yahweh. But you turn your back on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. This is what you have to always keep in mind, man. If I forsake this truth, if I leave this truth, I don't turn my back on people. I turn my back on the Almighty power. Allah Shadja. That's the thing. But not Baruch. I wanted to get the Baruch. I think I didn't finish up the Philippians, but I want to get the Baruch because Baruch chapter 4 and verse 29. No, 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, what we did, man, we went astray from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. We was his people, man. We was his people. So He got promises for us, man. We and will be His people forever. But back then we was people. He was dealing with us, destroying Egypt with plagues, bringing death and destruction upon all nations that want to fuck with us. And then we still said, hey, we don't want to please you, we don't want to serve you. But then what should happen? We went back to Him. This showing you what the true power is, because like we was yesterday speaking in the camp, the whole Christmas bullshit is for it's basic worship, Nimrod, Astaroth, and everything, man. Just basic paganism, straight up. And so then like we said, so the chief deity is Astaroth. And when you read Judges chapter 2, verse 13, it says, we basically suppose the nation of Israel served basically Belial and Ashtoreth. Let me get that real quick just to prove the point. and then just speak on it. Because we went back, man. We went away from it, man. This is Judges chapter 2. Judges chapter 2. And the funny thing was, just a thing that came to my mind. The females came out of the church, right? They go out of the church smoking. They want to take smoking cigarettes. You demon, you a fucking demon, claiming to be a female of the Lord. Like how we had nothing, man. We can correct them on so many things, but it is this Judges chapter 2 verse 13. And they forsook Yahweh, who the nation of Israel, and served Baal and Ashtaroth. That's what our nation of people do. They forsook Yahweh and serving the other gods. So now what we're doing is again, Baruch 4:28. For as was your mind to go straight from Yahweh, so our mind was to go straight from Yahweh. But now, what? So be returned, now come back, convert, come back. Seek him 10 times more. That's what we have to do right now. Seek him 10 times more. And we see the judgment, we see the plague, we see the prophets come to pass. What else would you do, man? Where should be our main focus? Of course, you do other things, but where should be our main focus on this truth? And serving Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, with everything we got, that we're going to be in the best position that we can be in the eyes of the Lord in the times to come, man. Straight up, you know? And that's the thing. But yeah, let me just check the comment board again and then read the precepts of the brother. Okay. Yeah. Go. So yeah, let me read the precept real quick. Let me just read it from here, man. Oh no, let me get on my phone. On this camera also. When something is off, man, should have went to the brother on the comment board, but something off with the sound, just let me know that I can correct it quick because at the beginning, the light was bugging, you know. So yeah, it's a lucky for that. But yeah, few seconds, that's 7 minutes. Yeah. But anyways, reading the priest from the comment board. Which is Psalm 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for. And also, like I said before, Yahushua gonna come from the east, right? What did he come with his chariots, man? And the salvation of the elect gonna get, man, is gonna be all. It's gonna go over people's mind, man. They're gonna be thinking it's a fucking alien invasion, man. It's beautiful, man. So what you have to understand is, Yahweh Shai preparing us for this time and giving us these precepts to lay upon and thinking like, the time of death and destruction is gonna come. The time never seen before, but there's a big but. The other prophecies of salvation, strengthening, comfort, the Lord gonna protect us, lead us, feed us, do all these things. We're gonna do all these things. Hey, it's the other part of the prophecy. Death and destruction gonna come, but also salvation gonna come. You know? Verse 3. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom ye had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach, like the one cracker before, man. He's like, yeah, you should know the Bible by heart. Hey, you're gonna get fucked up for this, babe. You mark for death and destruction. You mark. Talking mad dumb shit, man. You know, talking about I should know the Bible. You don't even do it. You don't even do it. He's talking about you know the whole Bible. You don't know. You don't know, man. You don't know. But to keep on going, verse 4: We fools account this life madness, and its end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? That's the thing. So that's the people. This is gonna be the what is it called, the reward for the Marcus and scholars, man. They're gonna get this, man. They're gonna be like, oh my God, man, he was one of the elect. This was he. You have to imagine. Imagine you get beamed up. Just imagine it. You get beamed up into your chariot, the biggest chariot. Yahushua is there, man, crowning you. These people gonna see just beaming up, gonna buck the fuck out of them. They're gonna be bugging the hell out. So you get beamed up. You look down, they're looking at you, feeling they're like, this was he. He was one of them, of the saints, of the elect. How is this possible? They're gonna be confounded in that thing, man. And that's a beautiful precept, the word for sharing, though, man. Go on. So yeah. But going back also to Matthew 6, man, I was thinking about that when I was reading this, because like a begin the lesson is now we should seek the Lord 10 to small, so he should be the first thing, man. He should be the main thing in our mind, man. He should to serve Yahweh should be our main job, man. Our number one job. This should be, you have like people with hashtag number one, my wife, hashtag number two, my sport, hashtag number two, my I don't know what, man. What is it? My job or something. It's just like that. But they have rank system, right? We have rank system too. Yahweh Shai, the brothers, the rest. Maybe the sons, the children, the rest. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. Because you have to understand your children are gonna be part of you, man. The children, yeah, you see it, man. But the female, she should be one flesh, but she can be a demon still, man, because she's the weaker vessel. But also you should never forget the mercy that you should have toward the people around you, man. I'm not talking about these wicked ass niggas. They just talking mad dumb shit at you. Just accept it and let the Lord handle them. But I'm talking about people because you know how demons are fucking you up mentally, fucking you up physically, fucking you up every which way they can. Satan throws gifts at you like, oh shit, the Lord blessed me with this thing, but then you have to speak spiritual upon it. Why are you gonna get it this time? And often you say it yourself, but you don't realize. Then the brother points it out to you, you still don't get it. And the Lord gonna find another way out to get to show you, man. And this shouldn't be, hey, listen to me. You yourself should examine you. If this does not work, the Lord gonna send your brothers, man. This is how I see it. Because if I, for example, have a problem, oh yeah, man, 20%, but it's still good, man. Hey, what are y'all it's going on, man. It's dope. But for example, like you examine yourself, you prove yourself. You don't see it. You don't see it. Then the Lord gonna give you hints. The Lord gonna let you watch a lesson about it. The Lord gonna let the brother just talk to you straight up about that point, man. And you still don't see him. The Lord gonna find another way to show you. And you don't want the Lord to find another way. You want to find it as soon as possible, man. The first way by examining yourself and not by the brothers, man. I'm serious, man. And you also can use people around you, like your wife or your children or even colleagues on the work, man. He can use anybody he wants to show you things that you should take heed to, And there's things so we have to stay sharp in all our ways, man. We have to stay sharp and also always examine ourselves, man. Whatever comes, man. We have to examine ourselves, man. I'm serious, man. We have to really do it. We have to really do it, man. Examine ourselves daily. Daily. Let me look it up. Let me look it up, man. Because there's a pretty website. Examine yourself daily, I think. Give me a second. Bear with me 1 second. Let me look into it daily real quick. Daily. But yeah, like we heard, man, exhort one another daily, man. Hey, encourage one another daily. And also examine yourself daily, man. You should do it daily. It's not a once in a month, one in a lifetime thing. It's a daily thing, man. Because hey, you can better yourself daily, man. You can make yourself better daily. You shouldn't buck yourself out about things, but still you should take heed to yourself and really be. This is the most important thing: be true to yourself. That's what I said yesterday. I think it's a lesson. You have to see the problem, analyze it, and then react on it. So you see the problem. For example, you put stuff before Yahweh Shemir or you're not temple. We say okay. The first thing we say you put stuff before Yahweh Shemir, then you examine your day. You're like, okay, what did I do today? I waked up, put the PlayStation on. I waked up we say at 9, 10 o'clock. We say it's so often. 10 o'clock, played PlayStation till 7 straight, ate some food between it. Then I watched a movie. And then I saw my wife. So this was the day. So which time you offered up for Yahweh Shem Yoshai? When did you pray? When did you study? When did you watch the video? When did you do the video? When did you do the spiritual things, man? This is what you have to do. It's what I have to do. What we all have to do, man. Examine ourselves, man. Because it says examine thyself, not somebody else. You should examine thyself first before you examine others, man. Especially also with things that you do wrong. Don't go to your brothers and correct them on them, man. Because hey, you can correct them on other things that you do right, but don't go. For example, yesterday I said, hey, I went out, didn't have what is it called? Yesterday I went out and wasn't with the brothers. The brothers was together and went out and instead with the brothers did some other bullshit, some nonsense. Then tomorrow another brother gonna come over like, hey bro, where you at, man? Why you not coming? And brothers looking at you like, it was you yesterday, man. See? You shouldn't be a hypocrite, man. We shouldn't be hypocrites. We should be honest to yourself and be straightforward to ourselves too, man. And if you see you have a problem, deal with it. If you can't handle it yourself, pray to Yahweh and then also pray to pray. Ask your brothers why. Because they gonna give you from the experience that they got, from those who they got from Yahweh, they're gonna give you what is it called? A profitable answer, man. A profitable counsel, a profitable advice that they're gonna give you out of this up. But yeah, I want to go back to Matthew. Go. Matthew chapter 6. Verse 25 again, it says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you should eat or what you should drink. Oh, let me just change the battery real quick. Give me a second. It's going to take a second. This is good. So yeah, going back, like I said, it's okay. I just changed the battery that I got the film. I just don't want to lose footage. That's why I just say. Because for example, it's cut off because I got how many percentage, man? 70%. So I don't want this to just shut down. And I just want to have the full clip basically together, y'all. Right? And you don't know what the last will happen, Because the first time, not nervous, but just be circumspect, Y'all have to get used to it. But going back to Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. Verse 26, behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not. So they're basically birds of the air. Fowls of the air, birds. They don't sow, but what they get, neither do they reap. So they don't sow. Rather, neither, basically, reap. Basically, for example, you sow apple seeds. They don't reap. They don't take the apples down from the seed after the tree grew and everything. Take the apples down. They don't do that. But what? Noah get into bust. Noah bring the stuff from that they basically put with the agriculture work. What's it called? Also with the husbandry, from the work from the husband. They don't take it and put it into a barn. But yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. See, but still, even though they don't do this work, they don't do it. They don't, because you have to understand, we do work in spiritual. And we also get jobs, but it's gonna maybe come a certain period of time where we see more and more approaching, where we can't go to the jobs anymore. Why? Because it's gonna be like, hey, for a job you have to get the vaccination. For the job you have to get this and this and this. For the job you have to go get the chip, which is the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So like the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, and that's the thing. We was just speaking about that today too in a group chat, man. One of the group chats of us, man. Basically, the RFID man, Sweden, because in Sweden is really heavy with the RFID man. More than 3,000 people are basically chipped. And you see it more and more, man. The swim pop, it's gonna be the new trend, but it's gonna give you different distraction, man. Because you're gonna get the chip. There's no, hey, you fucked up, man. You're done. If you get the chip, you're done, basically. Because you're marked for destruction. Straight up, this is the mark of you mark for destruction. Because, like it says in Revelation, let me get that real quick as a side note. And I'll go back to the point that I made. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 14, Revelation 14 and verse. Let me go straight to verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead on his hand, you have to understand the image, what's it called? The beast is the NATO and EU, and the image of the beast is a way of living. And yeah, worship the beast and his image. So you got the image, way of living, and the beast is NATO and EU, the way of living for the Edomites, the way of living of them. And when you go into that, what did people do in the ancient days to basically show that they what is it called, man? Show that they basically forget the word, man. Give what is it called, man? They're not the trust, basically they serve them. What was the sign that they're going to serve them, or that they are basically an object of the king? For example, from slave, they got a bird, and this is going to be the same thing. Because you have to understand, when you take that chip, you're going to show, hey, I'm your servant. I'm yours. I'm going to be serving you. I'm going to be your object. I'm going to be an object of the cracker of the world, man. I don't want to even call him king of the world, because he's not. He's not the king. Yahweh Shemashah is king. But the Mosai gave it, let me get this real quick in Luke chapter 4. Because the Mosai gave the kingdom to Satan, and Satan gave the kingdom to Esau. Why? Because Esau worshipped Satan. You know? Because there's Luke chapter 4, if I remember right. Luke chapter 4. Luke chapter 4 and verse 6. And it says, and the devil said unto him, to Yahushua, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whosoever I will give it. So basically, when you worship Satan, you're gonna get this kingdom. You're gonna rule this kingdom. Why? Because he got the kingdom given by the Most High. That's the thing. So what you have to understand is, the word is given to the hand of the wicked. So the Most High gave it to the hand of the wicked. So Satan's ruling. They worship Satan instead of Yahweh Shemashah, and the Most High gave it to Satan. Satan gave it to them. That's it. And that's the thing right now. So that's what you have to understand. So basically, Esau worshipped Satan. This is why he got all these. This is why he's ruling. This is why I don't want to call him king, because he's nothing. He's just a tool of Yahweh Shemashah. But he's ruling this world right now, you know. But it's still the word of Yahweh Shemashah, and that's the thing. But Revelation. And so when you take that, when you take the Alpha chip, you're showing that you are basically subject to Esau, subject to Satan, and not to Yahweh Shemashah. You worship Satan. You basically, yes, Satan is my power, you know what I'm saying? This is the sign. This is basically, like we have the sign basically of the covenant between Abram and the Most High. Yahweh Shemashah was what? Circumcision. The same thing here. If you do that, you're showing that you basically have a contract with Satan himself, man. And it's going to be your end, because it says this. Revelation 14 and 10. The same that do what? Worship the beast and his image and receive the mark. But the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Fire, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. And that's the thing. So you're going to be exterminated, because when the judgment comes, you have to understand like this. The judgment for this is fire. So the Lord is going to bring the fire to what? To the ICP missiles. To the ICP missiles and the laser beams of the chariots. When the chariots come, like I said before, the chariots going to bring fire, condemnation, and salvation. So, the angel is going to be with Yahushua watching the judgment of this on this planet, on the 2/3 of the people that received the mark. So they're going to be beamed up, and then the fire going to come, because it says in Revelation 15. Yeah, right there. Revelation chapter 15, verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. The sea of glass is the firmament. So the elect going to be above the firmament in the chariots, and see what? The sea of glass mingled with fire. Why with fire? Because the judgment of fire going to come on this earth. The ICBM missiles going to be raining down with the laser beams. Mad fire going to come, like you can also read in 2 Ezra chapter 13, where basically Ezra gave the vision that he had, and they said like it was I can't even swear, man, the biggest unimaginable, biggest blast of fire destroyed basically all the armies. And Yahushua gonna come back with the chariots and gonna bring fire on the earth, man. Like he said, hey, rough paraphrasing. Um, if the where was what should I do if the fire also already be kindled? Rough paraphrasing. So the fire is already be kindled. The fire is in the earth because this world is burning, and the people don't see it. The world is burning right now. But going back to Revelation 52, I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory of the beast, and over his image, and over the over his mark. So three separate things, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the hearts of the Most High. So standing on the sea of glass, so they're not in the fire, because on the sea of glass is the fire. They're looking down to the chariots, to the hosts of the chariots, looking down and see the destruction of this planet. Not of this planet, so like of this kingdom, because the planet is going to be preserved, like it says. And let me check, man, because the get 12%, that's still good. Like I said, then I just read it for the brother 2 days ago. It's Ecclesiastes 3. Ecclesiastes, not Sarak. Ecclesiastes is why I say also Sarak, but Ecclesiastes 3 and verse. No, not 3. I'm talking about verse 1. 1 of 4, Saraki. Ecclesiastes 1 of 4. And it says, one generation passes, because I was going to 3, but it's 1. As the Spirit, it's the same thing. But from there, I went to 1. Ecclesiastes 1 of 4. One generation passes away, and another generation cometh. So this is what you have: generation after generation. And then today you have reincarnation. You have generation. My generation is there. I'll pass away. Next generation coming. Next generation coming. Next generation coming. It's the same cycle the whole time. Okay. But the earth abideth forever, so the earth won't perish. The kingdom that is built upon the earth is going to perish. The things in this world are going to perish. Like it says in 2 Peter chapter 3. But this world won't perish, man. This earth won't perish. Just the rulers are going to perish. And the rulers are going to be built upon it. It was just for Yahweh Shah. You know? Just let me check. Go. Yeah, man. And that's the thing with Yahweh Shah, you know? So you're going to bring fire upon this earth, man. Like, let me get the 2 Peter for you, man. Oh. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. Let me say the 9. And it says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. That's the thing. So basically, Yahweh Shemashah don't want that any perish, but some has to perish. Some have to perish. Wickedness has to be cleansed. Fire has to come to cleanse the world from wickedness. Because water and fire are two cleansing agents. Two things to cleanse. Okay? So what happened first? The flood now has to come to fire to cleanse the world again. Okay? And the Lord is just like concerning his promise. He's long suffering, he's patient, man. He's patient waiting. Then we can inherit our kingdom. But to fulfill the promises, basically. But the word of the Lord has to come to pass. Because he's not a liar. So we have to fulfill all the prophecies of this most precious and beautiful book. This most precious word has to come to pass. And then we're going to be in our kingdom. Verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, which represents the hitting of the ICBM missiles, the nuclear destruction, the nuclear fire, which shall not be quenched. Remember, right? Yeah. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also, and the works that are there shall be burnt up. See? So everything in this world is going to be burned, man. Everything in this world is going to be burned. The spirit of Yahweh Shah, his house is going to be destroyed. His people are going to be destroyed. Some people are going to be burned to slavery. But the whole kingdom that we see is going to be burnt down with fire. Another thing, I see all these cracker people come down to church, man. Hey, it's beautiful. Because they get the truth of Yahweh Shah and what is in the house next right now. You know? So there's no day, there's no, because of fucking unholy day of these people, we should go out to teach, man. We should brave it. If we have a day to teach, teach. And that's the thing, man. And of course, before we should what's called our righteousness as for corrections, which we what's called for sure, but for paraphrase. And also we rehearse the righteous acts, but still, this word, man, when we teach, we have to come out here where we can, man. You know? Because you see, man, people coming up, man. We had before I went to Holland last week, the week before, the last 2 weeks before that, man. Both weeks people came, man. I think both or one day they came like, hey, I just want to check out what you're about because every weekend, that's why we have to come every week out here, man. Nobody can say, look, well, it was last week, it was right here, is the proof, man. And that's the thing, because we're both here about Shemel. Okay? But okay. But verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So, examine yourself. What person you're going to be? A wicked person, righteous person. What person is serving Yahweh Shemel or not? That's the thing, man. These are the two things. You serve Yahweh Shemel or not. You're righteous or sinner. That's it. You either salvation or condemnation. What do you want? What do you want for your families? What do you want for your loved ones? Verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord. It says looking for and hasting. We're looking for the Lord. Why? We're checking out the prophecies, checking out the news and comparing the prophecies. And we hasten, we hasten for this thing. We want it to come today. You know? Because this kingdom has to end, man. This shit has to end, man. This fucking come dust has to end. That's serious, man. This thing has to end. We in Christian season, right? Where's your love at? Because we get kicked out of the church because they don't have a mask on, huh? You see? If in the church you're done. If in this world you're done. And that's the thing, man. You have to come back to Yahweh Shemel or you're going to be destroyed, man. To keep on reading. Looking for and hastening. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'asim Yahushai, when the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. See? The elements gonna burn, and this world gonna be burnt down, man. This world gonna end. The spirit power of Yahweh Ba'asim Yahushai. Verse 13. Nevertheless, we upon whose promise look for new heavens, which means new rulership, and a new earth where dwelleth righteousness. So we're seeking for a new earth, or a fresh earth, because new means kindness. Fresh, the fresh earth and the fresh rulership under Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's what we're seeking for. Okay, and you see, tell me all these people come from church, man. They're like, what the fuck's going on when we read off the Bible? This is what we have to do, man. We have to proclaim this word. Week in, week out, day in, day out, man. New works are not for fruit. We just don't know, man. Because you have to understand what I was thinking about it. Some person will come aboard, listen to us from England. Listen to us from even from Babylon. They can come all over there. Listen to us, man. Do edifying people, man. Keep on pushing the word, man. You don't know what the Lord has to, what the way of the Lord, what the way is that the Lord prepared for. You don't know, man. You don't know. It says, they turn men to righteousness shall shine as dust, like the elders and apostles, man. If they wouldn't come out there, we would stand here, man. But the Lord set them up like that. And this is why they always prepare for Yahweh Shemel Shah. You don't see the pride woman. No. They say it's just prepare for Yahweh Shemel Shah. Nothing else, man. Nothing else. Straight up. I want to just finish the Matthew, and then you're also going to close out. If nothing's going to come abroad, I'm just going to get. Okay. Because I want to 7%. I want to close out in peace. So it's Matthew chapter 6:26. And it says, behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap. Let me just check the time. Yes, it's 6 o'clock. Where's the number 6, man? 666. The number of the, what's it called? Number of the man. It's Jesus' number. That's why they 6 o'clock wrong the whole time. It's 6 o'clock, man. But to keep it reading again, that's why it says, and cry loud, spare not. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Matthew 6:26, physically and spiritually. alarm, man. We men, all spiritual. Hey, sound the alarm, man. Sound the alarm. If they want to listen or not, whether they hear or forbear, because the rebellious children, rebellious house. Matthew 26 and 26. Behold the balls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor get into barns. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are you not much better than they? Which of you, by taking God, can add 1 cubit unto his actual destiny, because the spiritual power? Hey, just because you have to understand when we get out, it's going to be the balance. Just think about things that you can do. Because you have to understand the fruit, not 3 or 5. But first and purpose was this Lord said what? The box, the what's going to get fed? Think about it, man. These turtles get fed, man. These dogs get fed. These birds get fed. So I win a better than the animals. I win at the both the animal. Is animal basically rule of all the animals? Are the use of both animals? Is that like that? Can we just speak? We can think. We can write down. We can do all these things. But animals, like you see the dog, and the animal is born servant, basically. The animal is born servant. Because the dog is protected. I see it. I have seen it, and I see it. Okay? The dogs are that's beautiful. But keep reading, verse 28. And why take God for raiment? Why do you think about clothing? I'm going to eat. I'm going to wear. I'm going to take everything up. You're going to set everything up. You're going to trust it. Hey, idolize it. And also, trust me. You know, they think like Jake's like this. You know, they think like, yeah, I got my beans. I got my clothes picked up. Everything. Then you can even go and mix it in the gym. Because they got everything down. What's going to be done? What's going to be done? If you trust these things are destroyed, man. You shouldn't run about it because the Lord will take care of us, man. We should consider the lilies of the field. The Lord said the prayer is prayer of power. It's lily. So consider the lilies. Okay, lily. Just lily. Lily. Consider the lilies of the field. How they grow. They toil not. They're the so they grow. Just like they don't toil. They do that. Okay. Verse 20. Wherefore the Most High so clothed the grass of the field. See, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven. See, so basically, the Lord clothed the grass of the field. Today it is. Tomorrow is burnt down because from Shabbat down, it's done. But when the grass field don't get the nourishment it needs, it's going to be done. The plants, everything. So right now, I say two people, we had to always support the field because these people took care of them. Holes in the thing, dried up, everything. You know? But yeah, man, like on the cover, I said, that's the devil doing that. Them bills don't bring them. It's every week like that. Every time it was going, starting longer. Yeah, and we had like around 6 days. Bill, they run the shit out of these guys. Like that, man. Like the remember the Germans looking for Notre Dame. The guy with the big bag with the fucked up face. It was like bang that bit. That's what they're doing. I'm joking. They're the great for Notre Dame. Tell you, crackers. But yeah, verse 30. To finish it off, and tomorrow is cast in the oven. So not much more clothe you, or ye of little faith. Hey, so you should think about this. You should do the work of Yahweh and believe the prophecy, because the prophecy is what? My servant should eat, they should be hungry. Isaiah 65 and 13. Let me make that quick before, because I think I got only 5%, and I see the stream is lacking, I think. And our still watchable. Still able to watch it. Let's finish it off. Second. Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, the saith the Lord Yahweh. How? Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. See, so the servants of Yahweh shall not eat, but other people will be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. See? Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy, but ye shall cry for sorrow, for hope, for vexation. The Lord will take care of us. Like we read with some songs, chapter 5. For them. The Lord will take care of us. He'll give us salvation. why didn't it? It's too late. Too late. It's too late to apologize. Remember, it's too late. Too much money. But it run. Back in the day, I had some money. When I was young. There was always this. Get prosecuted. Yeah. But like I said, man, um, 3% will make it quick. So I said again, it's too late to apologize, man. They're gonna come and tell you it's too late to apologize to repent to Yahweh Shem Shai. But right now it's the time for it. But to finish off, Matthew chapter 6 and verse 1. Therefore take no thought, saying what we should eat, or we should drink, or wherewithal we should be clothed. For after all these things to the year, Gentiles succeed, the Gentiles, other nations seek after them. Or we should do it because they have peace, but they want to just eat it, they can eat their Gucci. That's what they want to eat, take their own people. Man. They want to eat their brothers, sisters, people that are not going to eat their own children. You know? For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But this is the point where I want to speak about. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Therefore, take therefore no thought for tomorrow,